Okay, this is totally under development, but basically, as you throw an aerial, you take your left hand, and it kind of gets near the chain or the string, and you give it a twist with the aerial. What that does is that speeds it up, where the normal throw would look like this. This is like a super fast spin, almost uncontrollable. But that would be sweet on fire, just you can do all this slowness. Ooh, and then you drop it and keep going.
Alright, anyway, so, nice little trick for you Nunchuck tech geeks. If you're familiar with the Moonwave, this is a one-handed version of the Moonwave. Essentially, I'm going to wrap around my finger and then drop both, creating a one-handed Moonwave. Theoretically, this could also happen sideways and upwards, but they're way harder.
It's a variation of the syncopated wrist roll, this right here, and an aerial that goes horizontally, like this. What we're going to do is we're going to throw it horizontally and we're going to shoot our arm in and try to let it roll down our hand. Like that. It looks real subtle, but I have a feeling if you can get good with this, you may even be able to catch it with your arm and have it spin all the way down your arm if you can. Yeah, that one didn't work. But you're trying to catch it with your wrist, and then just like the syncopated wrist roll kind of moves with it.
Sort of an addition to that I also found during our explorations of that move is right out of this little behind the back catch here, instead of doing the chop and grab like that, you can actually throw, ooh, if you can do it, a horizontal aerial that goes way out of control and hits you in the forehead. But, and then theoretically you can get on the other side of it and add that same move that Ken was just doing into that combo. Like that.
There it is. Okay, so you know I love illusions. If you do like a slight isolation, it looks great with the chuck, but if you include your other hand, you can actually create like really interesting illusions. And all I'm doing is letting my hand kind of follow to the outside and the inside of the chuck while giving it a slight isolation. And then all you do is you just like give it different angles. Like that. Sometimes I'm grabbing it, but I'm keeping my hand open just enough to give it like a redirective movement. See? Just make sure it keeps isolating around your hand.
For those of you who can't see in super speed, what Ken is actually doing is basically without the grab, he's just rolling it around, grabbing it with the back of his wrist, rolling it around, etc. And if you go the other way, you can actually end up landing it on your wrist right here. So you've got that whole idea right there, and then you can expand it into further spins.
This is assuming you know the Moonwave.
Yeah, definitely. This is a sort of a Moonwave and spiral wrap combination. All together, it looks like that. Right? So essentially you're going to spiral wrap in, so you've got the thumb on the bottom, finger on the top, and spiral wrap over to the top of your hand just like so. And now you're going to switch which one's on top and which one's on bottom. So the top hand's going to throw up to the other hand, the bottom hand's going to throw over to the other hand, right? Like that. And then you're going to throw from the top down to the bottom again, and you can moonwave out. So you've got spiral wrap in, switch, go down to the bottom, moonwave out. Or you could moonwave in, oops, moonwave in, spiral wrap out, down to the bottom, moonwave out. So it's a whole series of, basically if you can do your moonwaves with your thumb and your finger instead of two fingers or two thumbs, if you do it with one finger and one thumb, it allows you to add spiral wraps into your moonwaves. Alright, so this is sort of a Sim-X aerial. It's out of a reverse grip throw, and right as it comes up, you're sort of going to stall it out and throw against it. Alright, so for those of you who are also doing a little glow sticking, or have done a little glow sticking, you should recognize some of these as legend combo bounces. Basically the idea is you're going to lift one leg up and hold your nunchucks in the other hand, and then you can bounce from behind onto your leg like so. Then you can also form a triangle on your knee in front right there, and you can go over your knee like so, and come up to there also. From right there you can pass like that over your shoulder. And then we have this whole idea of bounces right here from behind. So basically you're just sticking one hand back there, pass back to it.
Sure. And you just shoot it all the way back 360 degrees to the point where your hand is facing over here. We've done this before, and if you've taken any of my classes when we're doing snake style, it goes all the way across here. Except usually once it crosses over here, we unwind from it. Now we're going to use our other hand to trap it inward, and we're going to come up with all kinds of cool little other combos. So we're like coming across like that and whatnot. And what was that one? We're also we're talking about like this wrap that's down here, like so. So we start across our body and we move all the way over from the back and over there, like that. Just keep in mind that you can always check it like this right before you go into something fast and furious. Slide it across your body, can give really cool illusions too.
Arrow comes from right here again.
Oh, okay. So, if you can do the bounce right, we're still kind of working it. But as soon as it bounces downward, you should be able to bounce it upward. I'm trying to see if there's like a big swoop that you can do with it. I can't quite get the momentum right. There, that was a little tighter.